The ball seems to come out of the shadows or stay in them. Karun Nair cannot see the ball. It's been released from the members' pavilion and it was held by a massive unit called Brighton Cast. But somewhere after that, it seems to disappear. Is it the shadows of the late afternoon sun behind the massive bowler or something else? Because the light is fine. There should be no issue at all. But that's not exactly what it looks like. Nair thinks he's getting a ball outside off stump, probably on a length or even back of that. He sets up his lead for that kind of delivery and receives something else entirely, unexpected. This invisible delivery is full and straight, and the type you absolutely need your bat for. And his is like above his head. Not only did he not see the ball, he didn't even see the umpire's decision. His lead was so poor that he left himself open to be hit on the leg under the pads. So Nair has gone from in and set to out and hurt in one ball. But what happened? How did he lose the ball so completely that he was plumb in front, not even offering a shot, hobbling and hoping for his partner KR to offer him something for the review? There was nothing, only darkness, as Karun Nair walked back into the shadows at Lord's. I have travelled the cricketing world, and so I've collected two things: the phone numbers of random taxi drivers and overseas SIM cards. Rideshare apps have fixed the first part, and Sally is doing the second. Now, all you need is their eSIM on whatever plan works for you. You activate it and you can use it anywhere in the cricketing world. It helps you save money. It is a global solution to a global problem. Stop fiddling with tiny SIMs and get the one that does it all. Go to Sally.com Good Areas and use the code Good Areas to get an exclusive 15% off your first purchase. Fly free with Sally. Shubman Gill has more than 600 runs in this series so far, and after his first innings failure, we saw him headed off around the ground back to the nets for extra practice. This is a man who really wants to bat and is seeing the ball as well as anyone ever has. He makes flowing shapes and long lines, and the first ball he faces, he almost makes a beeline for the sheds. The ball is full and swings away late, but Gill is stuck to the crease, like someone has nailed his feet to the ground. The next ball beats him again. Something is weird. It is like the lights are out and he is groping for the ball in the dark. Like a heavyweight boxer after a left hook to the head, he's still going through the motions, but not in any pattern that makes sense for the balls that are being bowled. Finally gets one onto the bat and he takes two. Some respite. It's as if billions of voices suddenly exhaled at once. At the other end, Ben Stokes is bowling to KL, who is suddenly deciding to score at the rate we usually only see from him in the first innings of an IPL match, something around 75. England's captain slides down leg and he picks up another easy boundary. From there he pushes the ball around for a few. Then Stokes bends his back. It bounces straight into the cut shot arc and Rahul flashes at it with little bits of saliva dripping from his lips. But the tennis ball bounces over the blade. It beats the bat, but not violently. It feels more like a missed long hop. So now Cast is back at the top of his mark. Last test at Edgbaston, we feared his toe and might have finally exploded. Such was his struggle to bowl or field. Now he looks like a giant stomping in from the members, and his fast and full ball is nicked behind and Gill is gone. England celebrate while Gill instantly reviews. There was a noise, but something felt off about it, like the timing was a few frames removed. It didn't actually look like Gill was good enough to nick it. And upon review, he's nowhere near the ball or the ground. If there was a noise, it's a phantom, but he's not out. But this was really a full toss if he stepped forward. He was stuck, and suddenly it looked like a grenade coming at him. What is very clear from the DRS review is that he's not out and also not seeing the ball right. How can this happen? Is this even right? Cast is tall, but this is day 4. Surely in the twilight from this end, where the ghostly faces of cricket's past watch, we should have seen this earlier in the match. And it turns out, for one ball, we did. There was a creepy delivery at the end of day 2. The bowler was Cast again. The batter was KL. Cast delivered a Yorker at the off stump, and Rahul drops his bat on the ball like he's stamping it out, as if he hasn't seen the Yorker until very late, and then dropped his bat on it from a weird angle to save himself. Was it that moment from 2 days ago that they remembered, and why they turned to cast again now? Or are we looking for monsters that don't exist? What's clear is that England's big brawling bowler is going fuller than at any point so far in this match. Is it the high release, the angle, something else? Are we seeing ghosts, or are India? But it does seem that when cast goes full, the ball enters some kind of Bermuda triangle and the batter loses it for a moment. So cast strives for another full one, but he falls over, dribbles out a full toss, and suddenly the 600-run Gill is back, picking up a boundary. Maybe it was nothing, we were just jumping at shadows. Perhaps everything was about to be normal again. It was just one wicket and some plays and misses. But Cast was clearly trying to play the role of the big bad bogeyman from the Grove End Road part of the ground. He stomps into the crease again and fires another ball full at the stumps. This time it smashes into Gill's pad, as again he seems to lose it in the shadows. The ball hits his knee roll as the bat is still hoping to find it. He feels late and out of line, like he's playing an imitation of a shot he remembered being told about once. And he's gone. Then Rishabh Pant comes out to bat. No, wait, it's someone else, without all his kit on. Akashdeep walks slowly to the middle. He takes a while to adjust his arm guard, and at one point he has his bat on the ground as Stokes is coming in to bowl to Rahul. A ball on the pads is flicked on the leg side, and England allow a moment for Rahul to steal a second run and keep the strike. For the fifth ball, he gives it back to Deep. Rahul spent a lot of time gardening and guiding Deep. But on the last delivery, the night watch opens the face and runs the ball to deep backward point, or as the cricketers call it, the chop-out man. Let's be clear, they could walk the single, but instead they stop and discuss it, like two men unsure which table they should take at their favourite cafe. They had ample time to talk before, but they decide to have a detailed discussion of which one of them should face the most deliveries from here on in while the ball is in play. There are 9 minutes left. 3 overs in a normal game, but at the rate of this match, I don't know, maybe only one is possible. It has been sluggish all the way. But right now, as England did the night before, we're in snail on the razor blade territory. Deep gets a ball tailing into his pads. He falls over a little bit. England appeal, but it's not out. Cast pulls out more tricks a couple of deliveries later when he bowls a magnificent wobble ball that nips back, and England are appealing and reviewing and screaming and hollering. This is very close, but only enough to keep their review. The ball was hitting high on leg stump, and because of that, it hit high on Deep's thigh. He gestures for the physio in his best Zach Crawley impression. And while England scowl and howl around him, he's standing in the middle of Lord's with his trousers down, like he is mooning England. After much special spray, Deep can bat again, but he's put some drops of blood in the water. Cast gets him to block one and then goes down the wicket to scream at him. Deep seems up for it, but there is a severe mismatch in weight class. Brooke and Root are also talking loudly in his direction. Deep follows up his moment of courage with another massive play and miss. He was nowhere near the ball, but England made him feel like he was. Was he picking the ball up? Probably not. But he's a tail ender, and maybe he never does. And perhaps there wasn't some evil vortex at the pavilion end. Maybe Cast was bowling great, and India just shit themselves. Either way, India has survived the last of Cast. They haven't slayed the demon, but they've outrun him for now. Rahul happily takes a final single and lets Deep bat out Stokes' last over. Because whatever is going on at Cast's end simply isn't with Stokes. There are no constant appeals. Full balls are played off the middle of the bat, and it all feels more genteel. When the England captain bounces Deep, he almost seems to see it coming and gets under it like a professional batter. Yes, a few moments ago it was wild, it got freaky. But India are now through this. They're 7 wickets in hand. Washington Sundar is being demoted to 9. Deep just has to keep out a couple of balls. The first is full and straight at 87 miles an hour, roughly the same speed that Cast was bowling, but with 0% of the deadly intent. The night watch just casually rocks on the front foot and defends the ball from the middle of his bat. This is easy. The monster has been quelled, if not felled. Now for just 2 more deliveries and a peaceful sleep before a new dawn. But it turns out Ben Stokes is the monster. He reaches into Deep's chest by angling the ball in and then rips out his heart with a ball that nips away. India were 41 for 1. They're 58 for 4. Something happened in the shadows, but only the survivors can tell us what it was. Brian Lara used pot plants to work on his placement. John Wright glued his glove to his bat. Sachin Tendulkar dug up practice pitches. Tatenda Taibu cut the top off his bat. Claire Taylor used a hockey grip. Steve Smith was from tennis. Dean Jones would call phantom runs. And Victor Trumper turned the nets into a war zone to survive. The best batters in the world do whatever they have to make runs. We have told their stories in our new book, The Art of Batting.